What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I am Safety Scissors.
And I'm Duct Tape.
And today, we're talking about themes.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of questions about our wedding theme. Specifically, is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure going to be your wedding theme? And also things like, oh, so are you going to do like a Star Trek theme? Or I think your dad even asked if he had to dress like Spock to marry us. So I'm like, maybe we should talk about a theme. Mm-hmm. Can I be honest?
Yes.
I hate the idea of a wedding theme.
What?
I think it's just so silly. Like, for me, a theme is something that you give to a child's birthday party, not a wedding. Isn't the theme of the wedding, we love each other?
I think, in my opinion, a wedding theme should just be your look, not a theme. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some people that have, like, these big old, like, extravagant 1950s style themed weddings.
I've seen a lot of 1920s style. I've seen nautical.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm running, I run faster if I watch things that make me angry. So I watch 4 Weddings because that show really makes me angry. I'm like, $100,000 on what? And I've seen like Shabby Chic. I've seen vintage. I've seen country. I've seen everything. But everyone keeps asking because we're nerdy. I mean, if you can't tell from the Star Trek books behind me and the astronaut and the Wally, we're nerds. So what theme are we going to have? Is it going to be nerdy? Are you going to get married at a con? Are you going to do this and this and this? First of all, no, we're not getting married at a con. I think that's so cool for people that want to do it. That's just not
We've
public.
actually seen a couple at a couple weddings at different cons, and they're really fun. And you know, especially when like the people propose at that con, and
It's
then
so
years later or
cute.
whatever, then they get married at that con. I think that is adorable. I think it's amazing.
We have some friends that have been married at cons as well, and I think it's just so cool. It's just not for us. For me, we're kind of in the public eye at conventions, and it's a bit too public for me.
And I agree, because that's something that we had talked about is like, even just before all this, like with noise complaint, if we go to a panel, we do everything we can to not take away from the panel or take away from other things that are going on just because people see us there. Because I know that if we had a panel and someone came in and was like, hey, I'm so-and-so, and everybody's like, oh, look at them.
Then nobody would care about our panel anymore. And we're not huge. We're not like John Barrowman level huge. We're not even close. But, you know, at certain conventions, people see my hair and they go, it's noise complaint. And so, like, there's a certain level of notoriety that I don't want on my wedding day. So, themes. Do you want a theme? Are we doing Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure as a theme? Like, let's play this out for a second. If we did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure as a theme, how would we do that? Like...
And, like, legitimately breaking the fourth wall. Is there a fourth wall in
No,
vlogging?
it's a vlog. There's no fourth wall.
We have not discussed this. Like, as you can tell, this is like a normal discussion with us, but the only thing different, instead of this, we're
facing
this.
here.
So it's like third-party conversation.
Well, that's what we want to do, though. We want to bring you guys along, and it's like... We haven't asked this question before, but, okay, you know how I feel about themes. I think they're hokey, but, like...
I don't know.
How would we do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure as a wedding theme and keep it not to child's birthday party, not to, like... Halloween party, Christmas party. I don't know how to explain it.
Can we have Napoleon serving ice cream?
Oh my... So you would want people in cosplay as the characters?
No, it's just the first thing I thought of, but Beethoven can play the music.
Just call your brother Beethoven. You won't even know why.
I think that...
Will he know why?
Probably not. He's not that cool. But no, as far as a Bill and Ted's theme... I don't know. I guess it would be like... The only way to do that, in my opinion, would be to have like different areas that were set up for different time periods.
Yeah, and then you could like go in, like you could take pictures in the phone booth, but we'd have to get a phone booth. And I guess your dad could dress as Rufus and come out of the phone book and phone booth. Out of the...
Oh, and instead of, you know, like you seeing like the Bible in his hand, he's got the... phone book.
Yeah, he's got the phone book.
The Bible inside so he can read his stuff.
So I guess it is possible to do a Bill and Ted's theme, but I'm gonna say no. Because I love it for, like, the engagement. I think Jenne and Sean's Excellent Adventure is so us, but, like, I just don't know that the wedding itself should have a theme, per se, but let's keep exploring, because there could be ideas. Like, obviously we're getting married in fall, so fall could be the theme. that's fine. Something simple. I could go with that. But we are nerds. So what if we kind of talked about that?
Okay. What do you mean?
Like different themes we would be interested in.
Okay.
So is there a nerdy theme that you would be down for? Like, do you want a Batman themed wedding? Did you ever have a Batman themed birthday party?
Did I?
I don't know. But
if I didn't, I'm really disappointed in my parents.
Okay, your next one. I will get you, I'll make your next birthday party Batman themed.
I don't know, did I? Sorry, I'm still thinking about the Batman.
No, it's fine. But would you want a Batman themed wedding?
Like, how would that work?
I don't know. It'd be very black. It'd be very dark. We might need a fog machine. I mean, you can go as simple as you want to with a theme where you can just like have Batman themed invitations and Batman themed napkins
and just black and yellow.
Black and yellow is the color scheme. Then that's how you could have, and you could hire a Batman to come, and that's fine. Hopefully a cosplay Batman, not a real one, because we don't want anybody getting into fights.
Or if you really want to go all out, you could set up like a staged like heist from like the Riddler or something. That's super themed, and
it's too much.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
it takes away from the whole purpose of the wedding, which is you and me.
To me, that's more of like if you're like going to see like a Batman show, you have like the whole interactive thing. That would be cool. But
I agree with that.
But as far as a Batman theme, I guess it would be cool to have some kind of cool cake with like, you know, like the city and then like the bat symbol and just
I think
cool
I've
designs.
seen that somewhere.
And black and yellow decorations I'm cool with, but as far as I mean, I would rock Jaden Smith's white Batman suit. Yeah. Or black, but
okay, what about like Star Trek? What if we went ahead and did a Star Trek themed wedding? Not Betazoid themed wedding, and I'm not explaining what that is, but if you know what that is, you know I'm not. And one of you already commented, like, I know you did. And you're like, oh, are you going to do a Betazoid wedding? No, we are not. But I guess we would do like Star Trek dress uniforms. Your dad would have to wear one of those. We would observe like the Federation customs. I know a lot about Star Trek, okay? And then I mean, that could be a theme. We could totally have like a Star Trek themed cake and start like Starfleet insignia on everything and give it a theme. That's a lot of money for really, I don't know. Okay, look, I'm going to try to be optimistic about this theme stuff. What about unicorns? We could have a unicorn theme. You love unicorns.
For those of you who don't know, I love unicorns. I don't know why, but it's a horse with a horn and it's awesome.
But what about graffiti? We didn't
like
think about that.
Like a street art, like urban
street art. We did not think about that. A graffiti urban street art theme. Because, like, if you look at my other channel, all of my backdrops are brick. And I have this thing about, like, an urban look. And we both really love urban architecture and, like, interior kind of, like, loft-style things. Of course, we live in the freaking country, so we can't have a thing like that. But,
we'd look dilapidated.
I
can English.
You walk into this cute little country house, and then it'd be like all urban inside. It'd be so weird, and then we could never resell it. But, okay, so graffiti. We could make a tag. We didn't think about this, having graffiti. Does it fit the venue? Because that's something else that you have to consider. Does the theme fit the venue?
Because I'm like, I could graffiti the wall, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure my dad's church would not appreciate that.
We could bring a wall.
Yeah.
And you could graffiti that. But having seen pictures of this venue, I don't know that graffiti fits. It would fit if we did like a downtown urban kind of thing, or even an outdoor barn kind of thing.
Or like a warehouse.
A warehouse, it would totally fit that. I don't know it's going to fit like a classy autumn-themed church. Like, it's got autumn decorations. It'll be decorated for fall.
There's a giant fireplace.
Yeah, it's very cozy in there, and I'm not sure cozy and graffiti go together, but that's an interesting idea. We're talking about having a second event here in Florida, and that could be a good theme for that. So maybe shelve it?
Okay,
because I'm very intrigued. I love the idea.
Put it on the shelf.
Okay. I'll just make sure you know which shelf you put it on.
I'm not that organized. We'll find it in a couple years.
Right.
But no, that's a really cool concept. Even, you know, whether it's just like the invitations and like the announcement stuff or...
Yeah. That's interesting. But back to that.
Yeah, this is legitimately how we plan stuff.
Why does it have to have a theme? Like,
Yeah.
can't we just do graffiti invitations and not care if it matches the fact that maybe we have... The easiest thing to do would be fall. If we had some kind of theme, if we had to pick a color scheme, the easiest thing to do would be to choose fall. First of all, I love earth tones. You love earth tones. And we both love fall. The place will be pre-decorated for fall, and so will the outdoors. So I don't see why that couldn't just be the theme and do it. Does it have to be a theme?
Can it just be a color?
I'm just like shrinking in the video thinking about having a theme.
Can it just be a color scheme, not a theme?
Yeah, like look, nothing against people that want a theme. This just is not something I want. It feels a little too birthday party to me. And not enough wedding to me, you know?
And as we're trying to do this on a budget, so that way we can, you know, put that money
Live
towards
life.
other things, you know? So
Yeah, and not have, like, any debt going into the first few days of marriage. You don't want to be $20,000 in debt. That's not good. So, that's at least in my opinion. And I'm never going to knock anyone for wanting to do the extra and the crazy and the big, huge and the theme. You know, I've been to a couple themed weddings. I performed at a 1920s themed wedding as a tap dancer. And I thought it was the coolest thing. It was so classy. It was like in this restaurant in downtown Savannah, Georgia. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But not for me.
Yeah. My buddy and I, when I was younger, I used to do magic and balloon animals and stuff for a living. And we actually did balloon animals at a wedding.
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
it was like a circus theme type wedding. It was really cool, and they hired us to we had like weird costumes, and then just made balloon animals.
Okay, so circus theme, hadn't really seen that before. I've seen travel theme. I've seen people do like suitcases with all kinds of travel stuff in it as the centerpieces, and like everyone gets a boarding pass as their invitation, and like or their menu or something. And that could be really cool, and that could be fun for the guest book, is that people could like take Polaroids and write like they're traveling or something. I don't know. So travel theme. I've seen candy theme. I've seen like soda shop theme where you can have like a root beer float bar, and there's like candy bar, and there's like... But I've been to a bat mitzvah that was candy themed, and I'm not about it. It feels... You know what? That's what it feels like. Not a birthday party. It feels like a bat mitzvah or a bar mitzvah. And have you ever been to one of those?
Yes.
Expensive, extravagant birthday party is what it is.
I don't know which one is which, but I've been to one with my buddy Joel.
Not surprising. That's a very Jewish name. So it's like I've been to a candy soda shop one. I've been to a secret garden one. I've been to, I mean, you name it, I've been to it at this point. And I think that that's why I have this feeling about the theme, is that I feel like it's a 13-year-old's birthday party. And not a wedding. And I feel like the theme should just be Jen and Sean get married. Now, a color scheme is important when choosing attire, when choosing how to decorate the space, when choosing what to put on the tables. You don't want to have like red and black table centerpieces, and then on all the other decorations it's like orange and green. That's atrocious. And you don't want to have like yellow and black everywhere, but then the bridesmaids wear like pink or pink and like
pink and blue.
Yeah, pink and blue. That doesn't work at all. So you kind of have to think about these things. You do have to at least choose a color scheme. I know you and I did briefly talk about the autumn color scheme, and we have colors that we enjoy, and they're all earth tones. It's like a rusty orange and a cream and an army green and like a taupe brown kind of thing. So we like that.
We like the earth tone looks.
Yeah. So is there a nerdy theme that fits with earth tone looks that isn't Captain Planet?
Well, I'm out of ideas. Thanks. No.
Is there a nerdy theme that fits with that? I mean, there's ground type Pokemon. I don't know why we would do that. But, I mean, no matter what, picking a theme, if you're going to pick a theme, pick one that fits you. Fits you guys as a couple. If we were going to pick a theme, Jen and Sean's Excellent Adventure as the wedding theme would be a good one. Other ones that would be a good one. I wouldn't say Star Trek, because that's just me. And I wouldn't say Batman, because that's just you. But Marvel could work for us, because we're both huge Marvel fans. We're also big fans of Zootopia. So having a Zootopia theme would be really cute.
Can my dad be the sloth?
Yes.
And marry us.
That would take 6 hours. No. No. Let's see. What other nerdy themes could work for us? Leverage, but that'd be weird. We like leverage. But that's not a theme. It's a TV show.
And then be like pop culture? No.
I think graffiti is like, but that's more you than me. It fits my aesthetic a little bit, like, cause I'm a punk, but
It'd
like.
be more arts and music. Like that style, I guess.
We could do a music theme. I mean, it does fit Bill and Ted's Adventure. Excellent Adventure. Sorry, that felt weird to say. But a music theme in general, because I am a musician. You're a DJ. We like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and the whole thing is centered around music. Like, the whole thing. Music wouldn't be a bad theme. And that way we could do, like, sheet music as centerpieces and have, like, that as an overarching theme. That's something to think about. I think we actually, like, may have picked a theme that would work.
I like it.
I could put invitations on sheet music. I could even write the invitations using music notes and nobody would be able to read it.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, there's
It's okay,
dots.
there's only 6 letters in the music alphabet.
I'd be like, there's just dots on here. She'd be like, yeah, it's music. I'd be like, oh.
7? 7. There's 7 letters in the musical alphabet. I know what I'm doing.
I don't know. That's a really cool concept. Just either music or music and arts.
It could be, yeah, music and art could be, because there could be actual art too, even though I don't really do any. And there's also, like, heritage could play into a theme. Like, I could add some Jewish customs and cultures and decorations as part of a theme. Or we could do, like, but that would be awkward because we're getting married in a church. So awkward. But then we could do, like, Native American because you are Native and you're very proud of that. Very proud of that. But I'm not of the opinion that a culture should be, like, a theme. Yeah. It should be present in the wedding. It should be present in the relationship because culture is really important, but I don't necessarily know about it as a theme. It almost feels the same as it being a costume.
Yeah, I agree with that. There should be some part of it, of you in the theme, but it shouldn't be a focus. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. If you are Native American and you are getting married on a reservation at, their church, hey.
Oh, yeah. Theme it up.
Or if you're, Jewish and you go to a synagogue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do that, then, have everything you need.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't do some of the traditional Jewish customs just to, like, honor my family that way. But at the same time, I would not make it part of the theme because that's, I don't know, it's just not a theme to me. Yeah. And again, the word theme, it still takes me back to the 13-year-old bat mitzvah, bar mitzvah days, and I don't even know if I can handle that. But I think music having a presence and art having a presence at the wedding is something I can live with. So we actually started this video thinking that we were going to just talk about nerdy wedding themes, but I think we just used this to pick, like, at least to, like, get somewhere.
Also, layout for you guys. Here's the room that has where, like, the wedding would happen. And then here's, like, the entrance. But right over here are walls that they hang paintings and stuff that people do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He didn't tell me that. You left that out.
We never really... I never thought of it as pertinent information because it was like, oh, yeah, that's just off to the side.
Could we hang our own?
Probably.
For that?
Probably.
That could be interesting. So I think art having a presence is good. So maybe, because we are artists more than anything in the world, we are artists. So
each in our own right, yeah.
That's something to think about. If you guys have ideas as to how we could incorporate music and art into not a theme, but maybe like a scheme. For the wedding, let us know. Please post that in the comments down below. Your comments have been incredibly helpful, especially in choosing my dress. I did my first dress haul and it was very intense and I needed a lot of help, and everyone commenting really helped solidify the decision to keep a certain dress or two from that haul as options.
Yeah,
so thank you guys so much for that.
You guys did not disappoint. You guys were like, I like this.
I even got texts from like family that saw the video going, hey, no, this one. We like this one. And I'm like, okay. So if you haven't seen that video yet, please go check that out and give me your opinion, because the dress is apparently a very important thing. But honestly, I think the theme at this point is super important, because now is the time, especially if you want to save money, to know what your theme is and start collecting things. Start seeing something that's super cheap and go, hey, this sheet music is for free at the library. Should I pick it up? And say we're going to do that. Or like, hey, we got all of these graffiti supplies from Mad Bomber. Do you want, instead of using those to make this, do you want to use those to make something for our wedding? That would be super cool. Now is the time to figure that out. I wouldn't necessarily for our wedding go with a nerdy theme, but I think music would tie into Jen and Sean's Excellent Adventure. And art is definitely something, like I'm the music, he's the art for the most part. I dabble in digital art and he dabbles in DJing, but I'm the musician and he is the artist. So I think that kind of theme could be really cool, because it is the marriage of music and art. That's actually cool. Okay, crap. Now we have a hashtag and we have a theme. I lose. I keep losing.
And the best part is she's the one that keeps losing to herself.
I know.
She's the one that keeps bringing it up, and
I'm
she's like, I lose now. And I'm like,
I don't want a hashtag. And then I'm like, I think we just made up a hashtag.
And I'm like, what? I was like, what do you mean? And she said it, and I started laughing because I was like, you were the one that said it. I wouldn't have even thought it.
I'm like, I don't want a theme. And I'm like, oh, I think we have a theme now. Crap. But hey, the good news is music and art can be done with an autumn color scheme, which is what we were looking at. So, okay. We have another thing to think about, but I think we're on the right track with it. And a year out is a good amount of time to start getting on track with that.
Guess we got to start getting canvases.
We have some, don't we?
We have 3.
Yeah. We have to start using canvases.
Ooh, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
I can buy them.
Like, you don't want to waste it by messing it up, and then you're like, but if I never use it, it's a waste.
Every artist will tell you the hardest part is doing that first stroke, because you're like, I don't want to mess up. I don't know what I want to do. Yep. So. At
least with music and dance, I can just, like, erase the choreo and try again. Or, like, film it again. No big. So... But yeah, so if you have fun, nerdy wedding theme ideas, make sure that you post those in the comments as well, just in case other people are looking for cool, nerdy themes. What did we think of? We thought of Marvel. We thought of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We thought of Batman. We thought of Star Trek. You can do a Star Wars themed wedding. I've seen a lot of Star Wars themed weddings where they do a lightsaber battle as part of their vows.
I've seen Lord of the Rings ones.
Lord of the Rings, and that's a pretty intense one. That can get very intense because the lore is just so deeply rooted. So that's really cool. You can do, again, cultural. You could do like Scottish and Irish and whatever your heritage is. I was thinking how I got there was like Braveheart for the nerdy part. But you can do a Firefly themed wedding, but people might die. I don't know. What else is there? We were supposed to talk about nerdy weddings. I figure we should like at least throw that in there at the end.
I mean,
well, I mean, I could talk about my first one.
Yeah.
We did Dungeons and Dragons themed wedding. So that's a good one. I can tell you that theme was fun. Definitely a good one to do. Will I do it again? No, because I already did it, and that's weird to repeat that, but also I just wouldn't do that again. Themed is not my thing.
You could have a WoW themed wedding, like World of Warcraft, and people actually go in game and get married together. So.
I've actually been married in Final Fantasy XI to a good friend of mine who I really need to call because it's been a while. Yeah. So.
But yeah, there's literally people that will just like go and have like a wedding, and like a couple hundred people on the server will go and watch the wedding. And
yeah, we had a good amount of people at our wedding.
I saw online like 3 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep. Pinterest is amazing. There was like a Minecraft theme wedding.
Oh yeah, you can. A Minecraft theme wedding could be really cool because that cake could be really well done. And I don't know how else. I mean, you could do the torches as lights and stuff, I guess. But
everybody sit on a grass block.
Dungeons and Dragons is cool because you can kind of roll dice for everything and have like different like classes for every table. There's a lot you can do with that theme. You could do Ninja Turtles. I don't know why anybody would do Ninja Turtles.
Those are kind of fall colors.
But now we're still going into 13-year-old birthday party. But, you know.
Maybe I want to.
If you had a theme for your wedding, let us know. If you think of any other themes, let us know. I think we came up with one that might work for us. We'll let you know if we decide to keep it or not.
Yeah, just discussing with you guys in a way is amazing.
It helps a lot.
I would have never thought about that idea or just some of the ideas that we've had so far, and just talking. It's just like, bam! It's like you guys are giving us your ideas while watching it, and we're like, that's a good idea. We should do that.
Now we need to figure out for the second event if we're gonna do anything, but we can do that in a second video, or in other videos, because we're planning the wedding, but we also have to plan the party gathering that happens in Florida for all the people that can't make it to Ohio. So we'll be discussing the planning of that as well, and ideas, and because we can get a little bit more creative and have a little bit more freedom with that, because it's not the actual wedding, it's just party. So that can have a theme. Because it's a party. But that's just how I feel. You guys can feel any which way you want. So please subscribe to this channel if you enjoy planning our wedding with us, because your input actually goes a long way. It really does. You guys helped me select the dresses that I was going to keep from that haul. That was all you guys. I had ideas. I was just going to pick like one maybe, and you guys solidified my choice. And so you guys have a lot of say, ideas. We're not dead set on music and art. If you put something in the comments and we like it better, yeah, we might pick that.
Oh yeah.
So subscribe to this channel. We have lots of wedding related content, but we also have other content. We put out a 90s themed podcast. Why are we not doing a 90s theme? We didn't think about that. We're so dumb. Anyway, we have a 90s theme podcast that comes out on Thursdays on YouTube. We also have like
fun challenges
videos, and unboxings and stuff like that. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button if you're proud of us for coming up with something that might be a theme. And don't forget to comment down below with your input, because we love it and we love you. And yeah.
And if you had a cool themed wedding,
please
tag us. Tag us on social media. Our social media is in the description.
Pictures.
Yeah, we want to see like pictures and cool things that you guys did.
It helps us get ideas, but it also helps us see like how other people are doing it, and we get to be as happy for you back then as you guys are for us right now. It's so cool. So definitely tag us. I got a picture from one of you guys. I got a few pictures of like your wedding dress and like the cake and stuff, and I was just like, that's so cute. And it kind of feels like I don't know, we're in this together. Even though that was a long time ago, it still feels like we're doing it together. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great to have that interaction with you guys, because on this side of it, we're just talking to you this way.
Yeah.
But when you guys return and talk back, it's like a conversation.
And not to get like serious or anything, but the importance of having the interaction is high, because right now we're very isolated because of COVID. We basically go to work and we come home and we see each other. And, you know, on Sundays we see Noise Complaint Rhythm Theory, which isn't that many people. And then we also see Alex, but we like... Anyway, no, we like him.
He's like the little brother.
He's basically our little brother. So imagine how you feel about your little sibling. Like, you love them, but sometimes you just kind of want to yeet them out the door. But I learned what that word means. It has two meanings, actually. But anyway, but it's really, like, we love the interaction, because we just are kind of, we're extroverts, and we're very isolated extroverts right now. So, yeah.
But yeah, definitely tag us in those and let us know, like, hey, this is my theme, this is this, and we'd love to check them out.
Definitely.
But thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Safety Scissors.
And I'm Duct Tape.
And we're out of here. Bye, guys.